Hello! Hello, bonjour, Connect Hearing community. Here we are for our another live session on Facebook. I am in a very special office today. As you can see, a different background. I am at the World of Hearing Clinic in North Vancouver, but I'll talk more about that in a moment. I want to take the opportunity to start this video talking about the month of May. So bring to your attention that May, the month of May, is a Better Speech and Hearing Month. Is the month that we're gonna bring awareness of speech and hearing disorders, okay? We all take for granted our ability to communicate, and unfortunately most of us are not aware of the negative impact that hearing and speech disorders the negative impact of speech and hearing disorders in our day-to-day life. Okay, so let's bring awareness to that and help each other. Okay. Oh my goodness, isn't that amazing? So I think they're doing some alarm on the store. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep going, but we'll try. Can you check that out, Claudia? So they were planning to come and inspect our office today, and I wasn't sure the time, but anyways, I hope you can still hear me. I'll keep going for now. Hi Diane. Hi Peter. Nice seeing you. Hi John. So I'm very excited to do a tour in our new office, and things happen. We have the alarm going, so I'm trying my best. I will show you what the word hearing concept is about, and I'll go over as well the lyric type of hearing aid. That's a very innovative type of hearing aid, and have time for questions at the end. Woo! Okay, I think we're good. So, welcome. If your first time in this video, hi Heather. My name is Christiane Basilio. I am an audiologist, and I have a doctorate degree in audiology. I've been working in the field for almost 2 decades, and last week I celebrated my 14th work anniversary to Connect Hearing. So, I feel very proud of that. So, if you just join us, we are in a different place today. Is the Word of Hearing Clinic, okay? So let me talk a little bit about this clinic before I start my tour, and then we'll go over the other topics after that. But Word of Hearing Clinic is a innovative store concept. Okay, I think it couldn't be a better month to open this office, as it has a very different vibe and just bring you the information in a different way. Okay, is the first Word of Hearing clinic in North America, so Canada should be very proud of it. Is in North Vancouver, British Columbia, and we have about 12 Word of Hearing clinics around the world, and we are one of them for now, but there are more to come. So very exciting time on the hearing care, okay? What else? Oh, that alarm kind of just got me a little lost. Okay, so I know what I want to say. Many times, if you have been to a hearing clinic, I know it's kind of challenging sometimes for us to explain the difference between the technologies, or for you to experience the difference in technology. So this office came to facilitate that. We have a lot of different environments here that we can demonstrate how your hearing aid is working in different environments, okay? So knowledge is power, right? We know that. So we are very committed to bring you information about any new technology or services that could help you to make the best decision for your hearing needs. All right, so let me start the tour. I have my sister with me. She's the only one that can be around me without a face mask. So we're gonna try our best to be, good at this. Let me move around here, and I will bring my camera to her. Okay, let me just gonna turn around here. All right. Okay, so come over with me. This is when you get into the World of Hearing Clinic. The idea is for you to you do your journey, okay? So you decide what you're ready for. So when you get into the clinic, we have what we call our interactive table. So this interactive table has a touch screen, and you can browse if you're looking for some specific information. So for example, if you want to look into products, then you can look for what do we have available of hearing protection or hearing innovation or expert solution, and on that. So then you can choose. So you can see it's a quite easy touch screen, a very user-friendly type of technology. Okay, so this is we have it in the front. When we move here, so we're gonna try to move slow. This is what we call as our impress wall. So on the impress wall is divided by 3 sections: hearing protection, hearing innovation, and expert solutions. So this impress wall, we call it a lift and learn technology. So we have some products displayed, and when you move the product, automatically a video starts playing with all the information about that product. So you will put your headphones, and then you can listen to the video, okay? On here, and I have to mention those pictures are from Vancouver. If you haven't been in Vancouver, this is at the Stanley Park. It's a very beautiful area of our seawall. And this is a North Vancouver forest, okay? I love those pictures when I saw it for the first time. So this is the hearing innovation, so same idea of the hearing protection. So if you are interested in knowing more about, let's say, a more invisible type of hearing aid, you lift, put it on the side, put your headphones on, and then a video starts playing with a lot of information about that product, okay? And the same idea for the expert solutions. So here are products or features that we have at the World of Hearing Clinic. And the same idea, you would just move and start learning more about that topic, okay? Service or a product. Another thing you can do with this lift and learn technology, you can bring the product to our interactive table, and automatically it will give you more information. So if you come to the side here, Claudia, I got, for example, one of our microphones that helps you to hear in a long distance and in noise, and you can just browse and find more information, okay? So now I want to take you to the place that I'm more excited about. This is what we call as our experience room. Come on here, Claudia. So she's just gonna hold the door. So as you can see, it's like a movie theater room. But what is nice about this environment that I can't wait to try, we haven't opened yet, so it's tomorrow, is you can demonstrate with your own hearing device how you're going to be hearing in some everyday situations, okay? So we have a lot of type of videos to play, and you can compare technologies and have that experience in the clinic. So much easier than when you get a new device, you need to go home, try it out, come back. We can do a lot of tests in the office, okay? If you want to come in here, Claudia, you have an idea, I don't know if you can hear. It's an amazing sound quality for you to test it out, okay? This is just our orchestra. You have a situation, for example, walking on the beach, so you can hear all the details of sound, and that helps you to compare different technologies, okay? So same idea, we have a couple having breakfast, so I know sometimes there's some tension in breakfast time, you don't have your hearing aids on, so we have something to help you to see if you're gonna be hearing well your wife, for example, during breakfast, okay? Another thing that we have in this experience room that I want to show you is this device here. It calls a Clan Finder device. So we have 3 different technologies on here, and as you can see, this is the lyric hearing aid that I'll be talking about, but you were able to put your headphones on, and then we switch from which hearing aid we want you to listen to, and then you can compare the sound quality watching those videos that I just mentioned to you. So as you can see, it really helps you to have a better idea of differences in technologies than when we're just trying to explain in a normal office, okay? So I'm super excited about this office here, and I'm sure it will help us a lot to help you with the best decisions for your needs. So let's come over here. I will show you now, this is our self-screen room. So I think, as I said, wouldn't be the best month to open this store. You decide if you're ready to do a full test, or if you just want to have a checkup, if you just want to do a screening test. So you decide how to start your journey in hearing care, okay? This is where you can come in, you don't need an appointment, and you can just come in this office and have a self-screen test done. I have to mention, we will have always a hearing professional available to go over any questions you might have. They can help you, of course, to navigate through the technology, and then, of course, going over the results of the screening as well. Okay? And there is one more place I want to take you here in front of the store. This is our lab. We always have a lab at Connect Hearing to do minor repairs. So it couldn't be different here. So we have our lab, and we can do hearing aid modifications at ear molds, and then just fix anything that might be not working properly. And I place here, I want to show you something really cool as well. This is what we call as our ear scanner. Okay, so if you have hearing aids, or maybe you have a custom hearing protection, you probably have had the experience of having an ear mold impression of your ears. This is to, instead of the ear mold impression, we're going to scan the ear canal. Okay, so I want to show you, so we just click the button, we scan the ear, so a much nicer experience than normally having an ear mold impression done. And then here you can see the impression, the scan, I mean, of the ear canal. So this file is sent automatically to the manufacturer, what helps us to get the products back much faster, and also a very good precision on the ear canal shape and size. Okay, so yeah, that's very exciting. We've been playing a lot with all this new technology. The team has been working really hard in the last couple of weeks trying to learn all new that we have. But I just have one more place to go, and then we'll change to Lyric and answer your questions. Okay, so let's come on over. Let's come in. There's someone knocking the door, so we'll be back there in a moment. All right, so here is one of the fitting rooms. You have seen, I'm sure, one of my videos I show you a fitting room. So we have a sound booth, and then all the state-of-art equipments for hearing loss diagnosis and hearing aid fittings. This is a microscope that we can use for the Lyric, that I'll talk more about it. Yeah, and this is our typical fitting rooms. Okay, so this is the tour I had. Hopefully you enjoyed. I will get the camera back from Claudia, and let me turn around. Okay, here we are. So let me just gonna close the door before we have another interruption. Okay, there we go. All right. So now I can see who is watching me. Hey, Leslie. Oh, I knew I would have a lot of colleagues watching me today. They're all curious to see Connect the Word of Hearing Clinic. Hey, hi, Bev. All right, so let me jump into the Lyric, and then I'll have more time to ask any questions you might have, okay? Here I will show you. I placed the Lyric in our Insertion Tool. So this yellow little guy here is a hearing aid, okay? It's a disposable type of hearing aid. And the idea of this hearing aid is a long wear, extended wear, type of hearing aid. So you wear them 24 hours, okay? You might be thinking, oh, is that even comfortable in my ears? We do use a tool that looks like that. And the tool is to measure the depth of your ear canal. So then we know where is the right place to place the hearing aid, the lyric, and then we'll be comfortable and giving you the best sound quality, okay? The material that's made is biocompatible, so you know the skin, it feels good on the skin, it doesn't create any type of infections or so on, and also make it comfortable because it's quite flexible, okay? There are quite a different sizes of it, so they have from extra small to extra large, so it's quite easy to find a size that fits comfortably, okay? The idea of this tool that I'll show you, I have a ear here. So basically, once we decide how deep the hearing aid will sit in your ears, we're just going to insert the hearing aid there and let it go, okay? So it sits quite closer to the eardrum, but again, very safe. We do the measurements, and that helps you with the natural anatomy of the ear to localize sounds, okay? Because it's placed deeper into the ear canal. The lyric hearing aid, I don't know if you've ever seen that. The lyric hearing aid has also an option for you to turn them on and off. So you have a tool for that. And we also can teach you how to remove it when the battery is dead, okay? If you feel comfortable. If you don't, we would set up an appointment to remove and insert a new lyric. So for you to have an idea, they last on average about 3 months. You wear them 24 hours if you're a very active person. If you don't want to remove or change batteries or recharge batteries, that's a great option. Of course, we needed to go through a candidacy list. So we look into the hearing loss degree you have, the ear shape, also the any health conditions that might affect your candidacy. But going through that list, if you're, we give you the green check mark, we can definitely give them a try, and sound quality is quite nice. So it's something more unique for someone that's more active or someone that just needs something without no maintenance, okay? So it's a great option. Hi Barry, hi Ruth. Okay, I wonder if they have a store in Toronto or Hamilton. We do have a Connect Hearing, Mandy, in Toronto. Is on the plans to have a Word of Hearing clinic there too, but we don't know when. But we definitely have Connect Hearing clinics there. Okay, so that's what I had planned for today. It's not gonna be a long video, but I would like to give you more time now for questions. So let me open my computer here, and I will see if my colleague have sent me some questions. Let's see. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the tour, and sorry for the alarm. That was pretty funny. I knew something would happen because the door also is glass, so I was expecting someone knocking the door or doing something to get me, distracted. But anyways, I have some questions here to go over. So question, my husband has lower voice and I'm looking for a hearing aid. Will standard be enough to fix that? Otherwise, I hear quite well. That question is from Cheryl. So Cheryl is asking about the technology level. And then she's asking if standard technology would be enough to hear her husband's voice. So Cheryl, the main difference between the level of technologies, it's more about the environment that you are at, okay? So it's more about your lifestyle. So if we think about hearing your husband, let's say at home when it's quieter, when there's not much going on, and if your lifestyle is not a lot in large settings or a lot of background noise situation, the standard level will definitely be enough for that, okay? You will be hearing very well your husband in those situations. But if the relationship between you two, you guys go out a lot, you go a lot out to restaurants, once COVID is over, we hope, and you're back to that normal life, then you might want to try something a little higher technology, okay? But definitely the level of technology, you're going to always hear the lower voices, but it depends on the environment you are and the technology you have, okay? So another question I have here is, my 4th-year-old aids are base or standard level. Would new ones at the level be better as a result of newer technology? For sure. That question is from Dolores. Yes, Dolores, for sure. Technology improves quite a bit in 4 or 5 years, okay? I know you saw the tour here, and here we could show you right away, of course, but in other type of clinics, you still have a time to try and see if it helps you in those environments. So you can definitely try new ones and compare yourself. I always say that the decision of purchasing a hearing aid and finding what is the best solution for your needs, it's a team decision, right? So as a professional, I will explain to you what you can expect from that technology, what are the situations that you should notice improvement, but you are the best one to tell us if that technology is best for you, okay? But I would definitely encourage you to try, because technology has changed quite a bit. How often can I get a new hearing test? That question is from Mike. So Mike, we usually recommend you to have a new hearing test once a year. We don't expect, if you have aging related loss, that your hearing will change every year, but it's like our eyesight. We want to have a checkup, and as the hearing aids can be readjusted, if there is any change on your hearing degree, it is recommended to have a hearing test once a year, okay? So if you have a hearing aids from Connect Hearing, either you bought them privately or you got through any insurance or third parties, you are more than welcome to come in every year for your test and reevaluation, okay? Have another question from Lynn. Would inflammation in the body ever affect ears or hearing? I would say maybe more for, it could. There are some autoimmune diseases, of course, that can affect hearing. As for maybe if you're thinking about skin or dryness, eczema, that can definitely affect the ear canal as well, okay? How do you clean the wax from your ears if you cannot use the Q-tips? Oh, I love talking about the earwax. I know. Every time we tell people, you can use Q-tips, they're like, how can I clean my ears if I cannot use Q-tips? The problem of the Q-tips, think about it. I'm gonna do like a simulation here. If this was a earwax, because the earwax is produced in the beginning of the ear canal. So if this is a earwax, and here you have a Q-tip, let's say that way, when you're gonna try to clean, even though you think you're just in the beginning of the canal, you are pushing the wax further in, okay? So if you are a patient that you don't produce much wax, of course, the Q-tip won't do any damage that way, unless you go in too far and hurt your eardrum, but you are not going to be pushing the wax in. But if you do produce wax, you always end up pushing in a little further, okay? So the best way for wax is to, first of all, having a hearing professional look in your ears, so we can identify which type of wax you have, or where the location, how often, how much you produce, and then we'll find the best treatment for it, okay? But overall, once we are able to remove all the wax professionally, and if your ear canal is very healthy, you can use sometimes some solutions to keep the earwax soft. And if it's not blocking the canal, or if it's not blocking the hearing aid, we're just gonna leave the wax alone, okay? But I have a video about that, so you can watch my video about wax. A question from Dave. The battery in one aid goes down way faster than the other one. What is that about? So Sometimes, Dave, if you have quite a big difference between the hearing levels, one hearing aid can drain more battery than the other side. Okay, if it's like a couple of hours difference, I wouldn't be too concerned. But if it's like 2-3 days difference, we might need to look into this hearing aid. It might need to be repaired. Okay, let me see if we have. Oh, okay, they're telling me for me to speak a little louder. Sorry, I always think I'm shouting because, working in the hearing, with hearing impaired patients, I'm always talking loud at home. So I'm hoping you can hear me. Okay, so let me see if I have any other question here. I don't know if, more questions, okay. How long does Lyric last? So Lyric lasts, so that's true, I forgot to mention that. The battery for Lyric, so that little guy that I was showing you before, on average 3 months. Okay, so that's the average life, and you don't need to turn them off to last that long. How long they last is more related to how much moisture your ear canal might produce. Okay, so the Lyric is not a waterproof, but is a water resistant. So if you go to a swimming class, for example, just shallow waters, you can actually have Lyric in. You might want to get swim plugs to put it on to avoid a lot of moisture getting there. But yeah, so it's just avoiding getting a lot of moisture deep in the canal. But showering, you're okay. It's more like diving that will make them dive faster, okay? Noisy restaurants. I've had it adjusted several times. To know availability. I don't know. I didn't understand this question. Let me ask another one. Am I afraid I'll break the hearing aid when I try to change the filter? That's from Dawn. So Dawn is talking about the wax filter. I might have some filters here. I don't have the hearing aid though to show you a real one. But usually we have a wax filter. So Dawn, don't need to be worried about changing it, okay? I know hearing aids look very delicate, but they can take a lot of things. And you want to do things slowly, of course, but the filters, you just want to go in and out, okay? So when you remove the filter and put it back on another one, you just go straight in and out, okay? But really not much of a chance of you breaking the hearing aid if you're changing the filter, okay? So don't worry about that. There is a question from Chris. Does the Lyric have a bicross version? Does not, Chris. So Lyric is actually analog technology that we control on the computer, but is not wireless. Okay, so it does not have, and to have a bicross, you would need a wireless product. Okay, so that's not compatible for that. Let's see whatever other questions we have. Does osteoarthritis in your neck affect your hearing? That's from Lillian. No, Lillian, I would say no, never heard about that. So I don't think it's definitely not on the list of that could cause hearing loss. Oh, I see Rick. Hey, Rick, nice seeing you. Okay, let's see about Richard. So I have a question. So Richard have a question here. I tried Lyrics about 3 or 4 years ago, but the trial resulted in difficulties with the fitting and feedback. Have advanced in technology improved since then so that it would make sense to try another fitting? Yeah, so Richard, we are now on the 4th generation of Lyric. Okay, so definitely, because I have been working with Lyric for a while too, and yes, technology had improved for feedback. Also, I'm not sure exactly if you said about 3-4 years ago, probably the shape of the hearing aid has changed a bit as well. They had made a lot of changes on the capsule of the hearing aid to help with feedback, moisture. So I think if you feel that it was a good style of hearing aid, I would definitely give it a try because we are on the 4th generation. Okay, so things had improved. Okay, let's see. Oh, Sharon Russo, nice seeing you. Miss you guys. Let's see who. Okay, there was a question from Andrea. Do you need to get a dryer or is not necessary? So dryers, I don't have here today to show you. I talk about that in my last video, but it's an equipment that you can put your hearing aids in to dry it out any moisture. So Andrea, I would say dryer is always a good thing to have for hearing aids. It's not a mandatory equipment. It really depends on where you live, how humid it is, how much maybe you perspire, which style of hearing aid you have. So usually more especially the behind the ear requires, more often the dryers than in the ears. Yeah, so it's something good to have if you're gonna maybe, let's say you were going to, once we can travel, you are going to Mexico, it might be humid, then I would definitely take a dryer with you. But if you have been wearing hearing aids for a long time and you never really had issues with moisture, it's not, it's not needed, okay? Let's see what else we have here. Okay, I think, oh, love the tour. Thank you, Andrea. I'm glad. Hopefully I did a good job. I try my best, I'm not an actress. I'm an audiologist. Okay, all right. So I think I got all the questions here. It is in North Vancouver, Lilian, correct? Yeah, North Vancouver, British Columbia. We are opening tomorrow. And the team is very excited. As I said, we're working very hard. As you can see, so many new technology. So it was a lot of hard work getting everything ready. But if you live around in the Lower Mainland, come and visit us. You don't need appointments. We do have also appointments if you prefer to schedule. But if you just want to come in and experience the office, you can come in. With COVID, of course, we have a limit of people that we can get in the store. But if you don't mind walking around, it's at Lonsdale Street. So if you know the area, has a lot of other little shops. So you can always wait a little bit if you need to wait to get in our clinic. Okay, so let me know if I can bring any other topic for the other video. And let's not forget about May is the Better Hearing and Speech Month. So let's bring more awareness, okay, for speech and hearing disorders. Okay, thank you so much. I hope you enjoy everything. Was a little different today, and I try here to make it very entertaining. COVID, change our life. We got to innovate, and that's what I'm trying to do here. But my big passion is helping you and bringing information as well. So thank you always for your kindness, and see you next time. Okay, bye bye. Big hug to everyone. Bye. Stay safe. Stay connected. Bye.